Here's our ventilator operating in volume control mode. We currently have it set at 400 cc's with a 22 breaths per minute respiratory rate. I can change this back to, say, 300. Set tidal volume. Change the respiratory rate up to, say, 30. Change the IU ratio up to, say, up to 3. Try that. It's having trouble achieving the tidal volume because the inspiratory phase is pretty short. We can up the pressure to give it some more power. Let's set this back to 1 to 1. Turn down the pressure. Note that we have on this screen the max pressure set to 40. So even if I try to crank up the air pressure high, the piston will automatically disengage when the max pressure hits 40. So that is a sort of, that's one level of safety valve to prevent overpressure. We also have a hacked PEEP valve here with a replaced spring to provide you a 40 centimeters H2O or adjustable range pop-off valve. We can adjust the PEEP and the PEEP valve here on the exhaust. Let's raise it up a little higher. Turn it back down. Now let's look at pressure control mode. For pressure control mode, I'm going to back down on the air regulator. I'm going to set the tidal volume very high, or I guess the whatever volume we want. To better see this, I'm going to set the respiratory rate low. Say 14. So here you can see that I currently have it set at 29 centimeters H2O in pressure control mode, and it ramps up to 28, and the peak and the plateau pressures are very close because it's automatically modulating the speed of the piston to maintain that pressure. I can turn it down some. We can go to a lower. So this is pressure control mode at 23. At this pressure level, we're unable to achieve our set tidal volume, just not enough pressure, so that once we get the alarms added, will indicate a kind of a yellow alarm saying that tidal volume was not achieved at this pressure. but you can see there's very good pressure control there. Also note on the waveform that we only have a flow sensor on the inspiratory valve, so we don't have the negative flow from exhalation. We also don't have a realistic falling volume waveform, so we just assume that the volume drops to 0 before the next inspiratory phase. So we're going to add another flow sensor on the expiratory valve. That way we can monitor both the inhalation and expiration for the volume and make sure we're not having breath stacking. And that's our design.